You may well want to provide additional information when you're dimensioning. You might want to set up a sheet such as this. What I've done here is set up 3 floating viewports. So here's one, the first one that we've been working on in the previous example, and if you look over here, its view scale is 25 and it's fixed. So although that's not an Australian standard for a scale, it's required in this particular exercise, and so that's 1 to 25. And you can see if we zoom in here, the dimensions look fine. They're drawn with a sans serif font and look quite clean. But if, and I'm not sure of the design, if these represent close vertical posts, we might want to provide some information on the spacing of those posts. So what I've done, if we come back here, I've just copied that group across. I've not done the backboard because I have no information on the backboard, but just copied those across and come back in here to our layout space and just right-clicked on dimensions A3, which is the name I've given to the to this particular layout, and clicked on Add a Viewport. So I've set a viewport up through there, and if we select that viewport and come over here, you can see its view scale is 20. So can you see it's possible to change the scale? Now, since this one's 25 and that one's set at 20, that seems a little odd. And so we'll say fixed scale no. Come back in here, type 25, and change back to a scale of 25. So now we have our detail of our spacing there. But you might want detail of the profile of the support rails that are going underneath the platform. And if we come back here, I've done the same thing, just copied one of these across and hatched it and put some more information in. But what I have done, if we select that dimension, I've created a dimension style called Sensors Tight. The 5 sensors is the standard style we created for the first one, and this is in a sense a tight version of that. So it enables me to have a smaller text font. You might argue that that font there is still a little large, so you might want to change it and reduce it perhaps. But let's come back here and look at things. Yeah, and what you can see here is my piece of text, which is in layout space, is in slightly the wrong position. So you might argue you want to reduce the size of that text. That's just a matter of adjusting the dimension style. So I've left these, the frames, the floating viewport frames as color red for the moment. Let's select all of those. I don't want the border, so I'll hold my shift key down and click on the border to remove that from the selection set, and I'll set the color of all of those to color white, color 255. So white on a white background, the border of those frames disappears. You can always get them back by just selecting as we did before. So there's extending, I guess, layout space and dimension styles a little. When I look at these, I certainly want to fiddle with that tight dimension style. That to me looks a little unbalanced in that the text height here of the dimension height much too big in relation to that one. But I'll leave that for you to repair.